In value-added selling, differentiation is key. When a client calls you and says, I can find the same thing cheaper, they're not telling you that the price is too high. What they're telling you is that I don't see a difference. That's not a price objection. That's a failure to differentiate objection. Now, humans like contrast. We like to look at things and try to find out what makes them different. At this stage of the sale, they want you to tell them what makes you different. They're asking you, why should I pay more to experience your solution? To better understand what makes you different, look back at the 3 dimensions of value. This includes, first of all, the insurance products and services that you offer. How are they different? Then we also have to look at your agency. What stands out about your agency? How do you compete differently? How do you create value in a unique way? Finally, you've got to look at yourself and your team. What do you and your team do to create value for that client? You have to answer that question. What do you and your team do different?
Many of you have told me over the years stories where a client has called far outside of business hours in the middle of the night on a Saturday morning with a terrible situation of a claim, and where you have counseled them through how to handle the situation. You've gone in person in the middle of the night, stood next to them while their house is burned to the ground, helped them get in touch with the adjuster, helped them get somewhere to stay for the night, figure out what all the steps are to start to help them put their property and their lives back in order.
One morning I was at a fire the morning after it happened, and I met the client, and what was most important to her the moment after her home had almost nearly burned down was to get the books to her son who was at high school that morning. And that was the most important thing to her, and how could we help her in that time of need? That's where you as agent and broker are so incredibly pivotal, because you are there with them, you're the person that they can call.
It's also important to constantly remind and reinforce our value that we deliver. If your clients are like most, they just don't think about all the value that you deliver. By reinforcing your value added, you are reminding that client that they made the right decision to partner with you. Treating all business as at-risk business is a prudent strategy. Your best clients are your competition's best prospects. As hard as you worked to get that business, there's someone else working just as hard to steal that business from you.